What's going on, everybody? This is JMO back again, bringing you some core domination gameplay, and I'm about to show you one of the easiest way to camp the map Tuscan. So just to give you a heads up, Camper Nation is running together. It's me, my boy Second Mud Raj, Jimmy Dean, my boy Darkness, and Silverhawk. Now really quick, now I am running the bar with the proficiency driller to give me that extra bullet penetration, or through objects. So a lot of times in that room right in front of me, a lot of times enemies like to go into the room, and so at the moment, since I'm running piercing vision, I'm just shooting around to see if there's any enemies around there. Once I see that the area is clear, then I push forward. So not just to also let you know, I'm trying to, or actually we're all trying to flip the spawn though, because this map has a lot of good camping spots though, but I would probably say that the best spots is in the other side of the map, so that's where I'm trying to head to. And I got caught by surprise right there, which, speaking of surprises, at the end of this match came to find out that the mark of a hero from the Carnage clan was actually in our team. So I didn't know about this until towards the end of the match. So anyways, I'm getting to my spot that I'm about to show you how to camp. Now a lot of people like to basically stand right in this spot right here and to shoot that room for whenever people are trying to capture B, or just go into the room just in general. But what I like to do is I like to be right here. The reason I like being in this spot right here is because, as you can see, basically all I gotta worry about is the enemies in front of me. I don't have to worry about the enemies being able to see me from my left side. So I like to minimize the areas where enemies can shoot me from. So now on my last video, I was running the supply box to replenish my ammo, my S mines, and my C4s, or whatever they called. But in this gameplay for this particular map, I like using the deployable cover, and you see how piercing vision is just helping me out a lot. So make sure that you run piercing vision to basically camp this spot. It's basically it's a wall hack. It's pretty much like a cheat code. It's like it's almost like you're cheating. So except that you're not cheating though, because it's actually a perk that they threw into the game. So take advantage of it. Now you're going to see throughout the game how piercing vision basically comes in clutch, as well as my deployable cover. So as far as what you need to run when you camp this spot in this map, make sure that you run in your weapon either FMJ, or if from the proficiency selection, make sure you use driller if it basically has it available. And driller is basically nothing more than FMJ. So either FMJ or driller to give you that extra bullet penetration, so you can basically wall bang and kill the enemies a lot easier. So either FMJ or driller, make sure you run one of those two in your weapon. Make sure you run piercing vision, and make sure you run the deployable cover. That's going to come in clutch to camp this spot, and it will help you. Now just a second ago you saw me basically run towards B and help capture. Now that was a calculated risk, because we needed to capture B, and I figured the sooner we capture it, the sooner that enemies will try to come through to go ahead and recapture it, which will allow me to get a lot more easier kills. Now again, that was a calculated risk that I took, and that will be the only time that you'll see me push and do that. Now see right there, I'm already getting shot. Every time I reload, if you notice, every single time I reload, I basically crouch down to make sure that my shield is basically covering me. So whenever you're reloading or calling in a kill streak, make sure you're doing it while you basically have some kind of cover, and don't just start calling in any score streaks or kill streaks and reloading while you're standing up in the wide open and get killed while in the middle of animation of doing so. Now the reason that you won't see me help push towards B anymore, as far as to help capture it, is because I'm basically getting closer to my to my dogs and to my advanced UAV. So at this moment I don't want to risk getting killed and basically lose all the progress that I have made. Now you may ask yourself, why are you camping in that particular spot versus further back, as opposed to, like, say right, instead of like, from right here. Well, the reason why is because if enemies, start pushing towards A, I can end up, easily, getting killed. Now, the reason I like being up here instead, which I've actually started doing, and I started to find more success as opposed to, covering this area, a little bit further back, is that I wasn't getting killed from the back as much. So what I do now is, since there's always enemies behind me, while I'm shooting and getting my kills here, I do pay attention to the back. So if I see my teammates, start getting killed, then I know to watch my back. Whereas opposed to if I was, further back, I might end up being one of those, first people that they end up, killing if the enemy, is trying to flip the spawn. And as my boy Jimmy would say, just look at the kill feed. Now, since I'm running the deployable cover, what I'm doing is I'm relying a lot on my teammates, to drop some a supply box so that I can replenish my ammo. And there's usually somebody that's always running the supply box. So for this particular case, that's what I'm relying on. Now, also, if you don't see too many people dropping the supply boxes, then pick up a secondary weapon, so when you run out of ammo, you have another weapon to use. Now, once again, look at that piercing vision, how much it's basically helping me out. Speaking of helping out, some of my boys here are basically, camo grinding. So, they told me, now JMO, now, we're going for camos. So, we're not really, focusing on basically, playing the objective much, so we're basically just trying to get our kills, trying to camo grind. So, we're gonna rely on you to basically come in clutch towards the end and, drop a V2, in case the score is getting a little bit out of hand. So, we need you to bring this W, home for us. So make sure that you have a V2 waiting on the back of in your back pocket, just in case we need it. So I'm like, all right, I got you guys, I got you. So, that's what I'm doing, working towards getting that V2. All right, maybe they didn't say that, but it sounds good. So let's let's just go with that. So anyways, look what's about to happen at this particular moment. So you'll see me shooting, I get the hit markers, but I don't get the kills. So I drop down, reload, and then the next thing you know, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 kills, and just like that, I picked up my brutal. So now I'm at a 21. I'm 4 kills away from the nuke. See me place the shield down, and again, I'm 4 kills away. Plenty of time. Also, keep on looking at the mini map. Make sure that my teammates are still behind me. Got 1 more kill. Basically, well, we don't have 170. The enemy has 170 kills. 170 points. We're at 105. So, but again, still plenty of time. Now, all I've been doing to get to this point is just basically do what my boy Jimmy always says. Basically, just patience. Know when to fall back. Sometimes, what seems to be an easy kill, you might be, injured. Might not have 100%, full health though, but you get a little too overconfident, and maybe, go for a kill when you know that you shouldn't challenge, or maybe you got a couple of kills and try to be a little too greedy, and then the next thing you know, you end up getting killed. So basically, all I've been doing is just do what he says, be patient, get your kills, 1, 2 kills, basically get no more kills than what the game gives you, and then know when to fall back. So that's all I've been doing. Now, at this point, since we ended up, recapturing B, I'm thinking, okay, the enemies should be coming, try to recapture B. They haven't. I'm keeping my eye on the mini-map, and as you see, the enemies, they're starting to spawn closer to the A side. And also, as I saw that, my teammates also started basically calling out that the enemies were starting to come towards 8. So I needed, 3 more kills. So I came over here, picked up 1, 2, 3, and just like that, I got the V2. So I didn't wait, didn't hesitate. I ended up calling it in, and just like that, I ended up getting the V2 rocket. So anyways, that's pretty much all I ended up doing. You saw how easily I ended up basically just camping that B spot area. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all later.
Fatality. That's all right. Who's the lovely bastard that trained you?
If you enjoyed this video and would like to keep up with upcoming new content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all soon.